and hit that like button on the content that you're seeing right now. So today's video is going to be about top 5 things I wish I knew before I started to lift, I started to work out, whatever word you want to use, words you want to use. So, real quick, number one, okay, ego lifting. I wished I knew about this before. Um, and I mean, I never got hurt or anything like that, but I know a lot of people that would ego lift. Ego lifting is pretty much see somebody next to you on a bench press, and they have 300 pounds. You're trying to compete with that person. Mind you, that person has no idea who you are, nor do they care what you're doing, what you're lifting. But you're gonna try to mimic that, or try to get to her level, or maybe do the exercise that they're doing, or something like that. It's not smart. You end up hurting yourself, and you end up, looking a fool in a sense. You try and do some type of exercise someone's trying to do, it's or even on YouTube, you see something, you're trying to mimic it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So that's number one when it comes to lifting. And it's yes, maybe it's being sexist or what have you, but majority of the times it is guys that do this. Once in a while, girls are usually envious about how a woman looks. Guys are too, but women are less likely to actually try to compete or lift a certain amount of weight a woman next to them is doing. So the next thing is form. The importance of form. It's absolute. Okay, it's absolute. There's so many situations where I've seen somebody literally half my size and is deadlifting way more than me, and it's just because their technique and their form is on point. Make sure you put your weight, drop the weight, forget about that, leave your ego at the door, drop the weight down and focus on form. Focus on technique, make sure everything is proper. Like for example, tennis or golf. Tennis or golf, you try to swing the ball as hard as you can, but if you don't have proper technique, the ball will sail to the left or sail to the right. That's my first time when I first experienced tennis and golf was what I realized. It was just that I was just swinging. I didn't have any technique at all. So form is one of the most important things when it comes to working out. You're going to hit the proper muscles. You're going to do all that kind of stuff to develop your muscles the proper way. So why not start from the get-go of doing the right thing? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, leave your ego at the door. Drop the weight down if necessary. And just focus on form, your technique. You're hitting all the muscles that's supposed to be hit. That kind of thing. All right, so the next thing, stretching. Okay, a lot of times we don't really care too much. We just want to lift and do what we have to do and then leave. Lift to do the workout or whatever we have for 50 minutes or whatever. So let's do it and get out. It's important to make sure you stretch afterwards. Okay, it's very, very important. So great thing, let's say you have a leg day. Okay, you lift, squats, leg press, all that kind of fun stuff. Then you jump into the car. Believe it or not, your muscles are still shortening and still getting tight. Okay, so sometimes you have a leg day, you leave, you have problems getting out the car because everything's so stiff. So you make sure that you stretch afterwards, to loosen up the muscles, get the muscles to kind of relax, and the more you stretch, the more you'll be able to get more nutrients and everything to the muscles, and it just feels better. Okay, one thing I always say is like when people get older and they get the hunchback and all that kind of stuff, and it starts shrinking, it's just the body's so tight and it just starts to compress. So that's why yoga is very good. The stretching, having a proper stretching routine is good. After your workouts, having like an upper body stretch routine, lower body stretch routine after you finish your workouts. It just makes sense. Okay, you get them straight, get them tight, get them strong, but also want to relax them so they can work better. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing is sleep. Okay, sleep is important. Think about when you're little, you're a baby. You grow when you sleep. That's why kids sleep, babies sleep all the time. I have a 6-month-old now. He's sleeping. Well, most of the time he sleeps, but he sleeps throughout the night. Well, I'm very thankful for. He sleeps from 7 o'clock when we put him down till 5:30 when he wakes up on his own. Okay, he grows when he sleeps. We all grow when we sleep. So when we work out, tear our muscles, micro tears. We tear the muscles down. When we eat, or too, of course. When we sleep, our muscles start to heal and get stronger. We're losing our body fat when we sleep. All that kind of stuff happens when you sleep. So if you work out, if you jump on the scale, you're 120. You work out, aggressive workout, then you jump on the scale afterwards, you 115. Oh, I lost 5 pounds. No, it's just water weight. You drink water, you be back to normal, back to your normal weight. But when you sleep properly, getting your 6 to 7, 8 hours, whatever it is, you're fine. Okay, that's what you need to do to develop your body, change your body composition. Okay. Lastly, and probably I'm not gonna say one of the most important things, but it is. It is. I mean, all of them are important. Don't get me wrong, but it's nutrition. When they say you are what you eat, is very, very true. You are what you eat. So you have to make sure you're getting in everything that you need. So I always tell people this. I use the analogy of being in a hurricane. You get hit by a hurricane, or your body, your house gets hit by a hurricane. Everything shambles. Everything, everything is destroyed. And then you need materials to rebuild that house. Okay. Same thing happens when you work out. Your body's getting hit by that hurricane, and your muscles are torn down, or what have you. So you need materials to rebuild your body, and make it stronger. Okay, so it's very, very important you get everything. If you're doing a low carb diet, if you're doing this, doing that, whatever, whatever suits your lifestyle, fine. But you have to make sure you're eating properly. Eating properly, also consistently, not just eating a good meal one day, then skipping, having, unless you're fasting or structure is, in a structured way you're fasting, not purposely just not eating. I mean, not, just, I have too much work, I can't do this. You have to make sure you're replenishing your body with proper nutrients to develop your body the way that you want, okay? I've seen so many people, hell, I have done it, that's what I'm saying, all this stuff. I've done all these things in my life. And I'm realizing as I get older and I'm more consistent, I'm, wiser, it's best you make sure that you're eating properly. Okay? You are what you eat. Okay? If you put in crap in your body, you're going to look like crap. Whatever it is, just make sure it's consistently, make sure you're eating properly. Okay? So those are the 5 things I highly recommend. Anybody that's starting to lift, that's been lifting, or whatever, hasn't seen any change, focus on those 5 things, and I promise you, you will see success. You will see that body composition change, whatever it's losing weight, putting on muscle mass, what have you. Okay? Focus on those 5 things and you will be fine. You will be happy. Okay, guys? All right? Thanks again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, share it. I'm really trying to help as much people as I can. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.